Lights, camera, action.
Hi, in this video I'm going to explain to you how to retrieve a structured node or an object, an element that you've saved into a binary file. So from the previous video we saved our entire linked list into a binary file. In this one I'm going to show you how to retrieve only one element from this list, and in the second one or the next one I'm going to show you how to retrieve the entire list. So I will start from the code of the previous video. The link is in the description below. I will just comment out all this creation statement. So I'm not going to create the node. I'm going to affect assign the name, the first name, and the age. For all in the description below you can find all the links corresponding to creation of a structure, or how to access an object or the fields of one object using pointers. So first I'm going to open my file as in saving the structure, but in this time, instead of opening the file in writing mode, I'm going to open it in reading mode. I'm not going to create a new file. I'm going to use an already existing file and just retrieve the content. If the file or the pointer returned equal to null, which means that the file wasn't opened, wasn't found. I'm going to return exit the code. Here I'm going to allocate a space in memory. Why? Because when I'm going to retrieve a node from my file, I will have to need space in memory to save the content of this retrieved node. This is why I have to allocate memory for this node. Instead of using node 1, I'm going to use the variable p. So I will allocate space in memory, then I will read from the file I've just opened and read the content from the file and save it to this pointer. So I'm going to use the statement or the function fread instead of using fwrite I've used in the previous video. So in here I'm going to, instead of writing from the pointer to the file, I'm going to reading from the file to the pointer. Same parameters. So p address of the memory where the content will be saved, size of one element or of one object of this size of my structure, the number of elements I'm going to read. I'm going to read only one element, and where or from any stream of which stream I'm going to read from. I'm going to read from the file I've just opened. So I will read. Then what I'm going to do, just print the content to be sure that the reading was correct, or at least I've saved correctly the content of my file in the previous code. So after reading, I'll just print the content. And finally, I think I will close the file that I've opened. So now we can run. So it printed out the first element of my file, the name, so it was correctly saved, Smith John, and the age, 50. The fread function will return the number of elements read. If the reading wasn't correct, it will not return. For example, here it will not return the value 1. This is why I can check, as I did with the opening the file. I can check the number of elements returned, and if it's different than one, it will mean that the reading wasn't correct, or a problem happened. So I'm going to test if the number of elements read is different from 1. Why the value 1? Because I wanted to read only one element. So if it's different from 1, I'm going to exit the program. But since the testing or the reading from the file came after correct opening of the file, so the file is still open, so I will have to close it before exiting my code. I know this is not the right way to write this code, but it's just to explain the principles or how the fread function works, how it works, and how the structures and linked list work. This is why I'm doing this way. So again, since it printed out this content, it means that the file or the reading or the value returned by fread was equal to 1. So in the next video, I will show you how to retrieve the entire list and create a corresponding linked list from this reading. If you have any question or any suggestion about the content in this series or any other subject related to C programming, please let me know in the comment below. Bye.